Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'll be showing you just a little bit of my system here. Um, it's still a work in progress, okay? And I know a lot of people are going to notice a few things that could be done better, but that's why I'm mentioning this now. Alright, so without further ado, we'll start off here with my head unit. It's pretty old, but it gets the job done. Sony XAV62BT. Has USB, Bluetooth, DVD player obviously. It's got two sets of RCA outputs, one for the front, one for the rear or subwoofer. You get to select that. Subwoofer controls, crossovers, 7-band equalizer. It works pretty good. It's actually pretty nice. It works pretty clean. It doesn't distort too soon. You can almost get to the max volume before you can notice any kind of clipping. And I don't have any kind of oscilloscope or any SMD device or anything to check that. I go based off of just listening. But well, I think I have my gain set pretty good so far with what I have to work with. Besides that, it doesn't have navigation. It doesn't have mirror link, but I'm okay with that because I usually have my iPad mounted on there, so I just use that just as a head unit. On the doors, I have 6.5-inch Alpine Type S coaxial speakers, putting out about 50 watts RMS. They work pretty good. On the dashboard, and I know y'all can't see any of this, unfortunately. Yeah, my windshield has seen better days. But I got the Kicker 3.5-inch DS series coaxial speakers. They're about 21 watts RMS, and I believe it's due to the location, but they really make the front end of the car come to life. It just reflects off of the sound, just bounces off of the windshield, and they're pretty loud, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're pretty good. They get a job done. Down here I got my little voltmeter so I can monitor the drop in volts. In the back I got my 6x9s. They're JBL GTO 928s, 100 watts RMS, variable crossover switch on them. They're actually very sweet. They give out a lot of bass for being some little 6x9s. They're 2 ohms, so they do the job. They're pretty good. Now, just to show you how this really is a budget build, I haven't even gotten to my rear door speakers yet. You can tell that one's all patched up with silicone. I got it off of my old truck, actually. I think that was like a stock speaker, but it works. Still works, and well, at least I have something back there. This is the amp I'm using to run my mids and highs off of. It's a Crunch Power Zone 900.4. I don't have the true ratings on this, but I am assuming it probably gives out somewhere around 2, maybe 300 watts. It's got a 25 amp fuse on it. That's what I'm using to power all of my mids with, and well, so far I haven't had any issues with it. It doesn't overheat. It doesn't really clip or anything. It sounds pretty good, actually. I've had it even with a subwoofer before, and it worked pretty good. Sure, it was nothing too powerful. It was a Rockwell Fosgate P1, 150 watts RMS, but it moved it pretty well. Besides that, I have my subwoofer amp right here. It's a Polk Audio. See if you can see the model number. It's the PA 1200.1. 1200 watts RMS at 1 ohm, 800 at 2 ohms, 400 at 4 ohms. I have it running at 2 ohms right now with a 15-inch Kicker L5, 750 RMS. I have my 2.5 farad crack audio capacitor. It's, well, A pretty cheap one, but it helps out, I guess. Rubber phosphate distribution block. I got 0 gauge wire running from the front all the way back here to the capacitor and to the distribution block. 0 gauge grounds leading down to the chassis underneath the vehicle. Now some of these wires, I ran out of wire, so I had to just improvise. That blue one is actually like a home electrical wire. It's an 8 gauge. I use double, so it can be 4 gauge. Same thing with this. This is actually a car audio wire, the red one, but it's 2/8. My RCAs are pretty cheap. I do definitely need to upgrade those as soon as I get a chance. I just sometimes, well, I guess it depends on where you live, and here where I live, it's a little hard finding good quality wires for a reasonable price anyway. And that's pretty much it. The 15, the problem I have with the 15 is the box that I had made for it just sucks. And I'll show y'all. I have my speaker inverted due to the fact that my box is just too small. And I know y'all can't see it very good. I'm sorry about that. But it's just a very slim box. I had it made this way because I still needed to access my spare tire that's underneath here, and so having a smaller box makes it a lot easier for me to pull the box out every time I need to change the tire, which is not an easy task as it is, but it makes it easier than having a big old box anyway. But I have made some modifications since I got the box because I really didn't like the way it sounded, such as inverting the speaker. I changed the port and I put a PVC, I think it's a 4-inch elbow on it, because I don't know if you guys can see, but right here the wall is very close to the port, and it pretty much just it closes it up. I can't even have the box scooted all the way back, because then the air just hits the wall. So I put this so it can bounce, or so it can go to the front and circulate a little better, and it actually does sound much better that way. Besides that, I'm going to close this up here. I'll give you guys a quick demo. Oh man, actually, I usually use my iPad for the music, but in this case I'm using it to record, and I don't know if I can still use it for music while I'm using it to record, so I will just pull out my handy little iPod here. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to put y'all down just for a moment. Alright. This iPod has definitely seen better days. I've had this for an extremely long time, and it still works. It still works, you guys. So give y'all a quick demo. I'm still with you guys. Sorry about this. I guess I didn't think about having to use this iPod, and it's just been sitting in my glove compartment for months now. I haven't really been using it, so I just had to turn it on, and it's old, like I said, so it is a little slow. Now my battery on this car, unfortunately, is on its way out already, so I actually don't get too much juice from having just a simple battery. See, I haven't even used the car all day, and it's at 11.7. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm dealing with that as well. But I'll just turn the car on. Now with the car on, the voltage actually reaches 14.4 at times. It's never below 14.1, so that's pretty good. Still with you guys, sorry about that. Let me just find a good song here. I'm gonna put Future Coding Crazy. It actually sounds pretty good.
We done went through too much.
Try a different song here.
Jump out of nowhere, nigga. I got my straight bounce. I pull a tools up, nigga. I feel the way better. 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 Jump out of nowhere, nigga. I got my slave master. I pull a tools up, nigga. I feel the way better. 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 I feel the way better.
And well, that's pretty much it, you guys. Any tips or suggestions that you have for me, I will greatly appreciate them. To be honest with you, I've never really had a pro audio system in my car before. This is probably about as good as it gets for me. But I am definitely looking to improve. And well, I am just pretty much doing this as I go and as I learn. So if there's anybody that can give me any, suggestions on things I can do better, I will greatly appreciate that, guys. And well, thanks for watching this video. Y'all have a lovely day.